Welcome back, everybody. We are here with another unboxing of Magic the Gathering. Yep, that's right. We got a little box of RTR here. Can you believe it? This thing, what year did this come out? 2013? 2000 and, wow, what? Do I see 2012? Way back. Camera focused here. Way back in 2012, this set came out. This set is pretty old. 8 years now. 8 years old this set is. All right, let's get to opening it. All right. Get the old sword out. Rip that thing open, and I think this is going to be a good pack. I think this is going to be a real good pack. I think we're going to get foil shock lands. I think we're going to get maybe a foil Supreme Verdict, hopefully. Could you imagine that? Foil Supreme Verdict right now. It'd be pretty nice. Alright, let's start off. Make sure this is in focus and close. My last video did not turn out the way I thought it was going to turn out. So start off with our first common. Aerial Chronic Flooding, Drain Pipe Vermin, Chemist's Trick, Courser's Accord, the Drudge Beetle, the Doorkeeper with good old their Lobber Crew, and Mind Rot, and Seller of the Songbirds, and our first uncommon is Seek the Horizon. Search your library for up to 3 basic land cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand, then shuffle your library. Assassin Strike, Rakdos Rage Mutt. He's a raging mutt. Better than being a raging alcoholic, I suppose. And our first rare is, Hollowed Fountain, starting off strong with our first shock land. All right, all right, all right. Put that right there. I'll put it to our next pack. The Terrace Worm, Course of the Night, Electrickery, Paralyzing Grasp, Transguild Promenade, Vassal Souls, Runewing, Perilous Shadow, Tristani's Judgment, and Annihilating Fire as our last common. First uncommon is Fairy Imposter, Thought Flare, Azorius Justicar, and a Wild Beastmaster. Not as good as our first rare, but will do. Will do in a pinch. Alright, first common again is a Terrace Worm. Course of the Night, Electrickery. Wow, this is like a repeat pack. Wait, hold on. First four cards. Changes right there. Cord, Backlash, Sluiceway Scorpion, Center's Herald, and another Seek the Horizon. Search your library. Rakdos Charm, there's a good charm. Judgment familiar. Judge is familiar. I remember when that was a thing in for a minute. I think it was here we go. Havoc Festival. And we get a foil growing ranks. Alright, our first foil rare. Ooh, that's pretty. Next pack. Moving on. Swift Justice, Druid's Deliverance, Electrickery, Crosstown Courier, Search Warrant, Centaur's Healer, Perilous Shadow, Splatter Thug, Centaur's Herald, Destroy the Evidence, good old card. Aqueous Steed is our first uncommon. Gobbling Ooze, Azorius Charm, it's one of the good charms. And, oh, a Jace Architect of Thought as our first mythic. All right. That's a good mythic right there. Still played this day in Modern. Put it right there. Put that right there with the good rares from Ravnica. All right. All right. This pack's starting off real strong, guys. Real strong. Trade Carcal, whatever the map means. Chronic Flooding. Essence Backlash. Let me fix my light here. Essence Backlash, Centaur Healer, the Keening Apparition, the Ogre Jailbreaker, Asperius Skywatch, Rubbleback Rhino, Azurius Arrestor, and Soul Tithe is our first uncommon. Enchant non-land permanent. At the beginning of upkeep of enchanted permanent's controller, that player sacrifices it unless he or she pays X, where X is its converted mana cost. That's a good little draft card, I suppose. Call the Conclave, Soul-Worn Spirit, and Search the City as our rare. Search the City enters the battlefield. Exile the top 5 cards of your library. Whenever you play a card with the same name as one of the exiled cards, you may put one of those cards in with that name into its owner's hand. Then if there are no cards exiled with Search the City, sacrifice it. If you do, take an extra turn after this one. Rough. And we got a foil common. Is that Dirge Beetle? Dirge Beetle. Foil Dirge Beetle. Next pack. Aerial Predation, Chronic Flooding, Drain Pipe Vermin. Now I gotta do this right about here. That's the sweet spot. Drain Pipe Vermin, the Hosser Patrol, the Void Wielder, Gatekeeper Vine, Vanishing Racketeer, Cremate, Selesnya Sentry, and our first uncommon is Gutter Snipe. Our second one is the Brush Strider, Reason Sanctuary, and Overgrown Tomb. All right, our second Shockland. All right, we're hitting these good. We're in this pack. This is a good box. By the way, ooh, and a foil Dredge Mangler. I remember, I love this card back in the... By the way, I'd like to thank my friend Tanner for donating this box to the channel. I was very appreciative, and he is my first quote-unquote supporter of the channel, and my eternal gratitude goes out to him for this box, and actually the Kaladesh box that I opened as well. That he actually donated that one as well, and special thanks out to him. We'll start off with the Druid's Deliverance, Ethereal Armor, Pursuit of Flight, the Trestle Troll, Transguild Promenade, the Battle Horde, Rubbleback Rhino, Seller of Songbirds, Sewer Shambler, Gorehouse Chainwalker, and our first uncommon is the Slum Reaper. When Slum Reaper enters the battlefield, each player sacrifices a creature. Pretty good card, pretty good card. Vandal Blast. Is it Stratocaster? Now that is a card that goes into sideboards everywhere. And a Grove of the Guardian. Yet another rare land. Not a good rare land, but a rare land none the same. All right, going right in there. Next pack. Man, I can't wait. I'm excited to start playing Magic more. Urban Burgeoning. Enchant Land. Enchanted Land has untapped this land during each other player's untap step. Ooh. Look at Inspiration. Tainted Cacao. Survey the Wreckage. The Frostborn Weird. He's weird. Sudden Growth. Augury Spree. Cobble Brute. The Tenement Crasher has haste 5/4/6 drop. Yep. It's crashing my deck, making it bad. Rune Wing, 4-drop. When Rune Wing dies, draw a card. There you go. Fairy Imposter. When Fairy Imposter enters the battlefield, sacrifice unless you return another creature you control to its owner's library. You know the price you have to pay for a 1-drop 2/1 flyer. You know, that's just it. Call the Conclave, put a 3/3 Centaur into play. Fencing Ace, double strike, 1/1 guy for 2. You know, load him up. And Mism Mortars, all right. Mism Mortars, there's a good rare. Also a sideboardable rare. All right, start with our next pack. Rootborn Defense, Urban Burgeoning, Mism Skin, Dynacharge, Sundering Growth, Goblin Electromancer, what a great common. Dead Reveler, I'm sorry, he has Unleash. It's 2/3 drop with Unleash. Stealer of Secrets, when Stealer of Secrets dies, combat damage to a player, deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. He's like a little Ninja of the Deep Hours. It's not bad. Knightly Valor, Splatter Thug, and our first uncommon is Rites of Reaping. Rites of Reaping. There we go. Get that light back in there. Target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. Another target creature gets -3/-3. What a combat trick, except it's at sorcery speed. Bizarre Corvid. The Crozota Guild Mage. 1 colorless, 1 black, 1 green. Target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn and gains Intimidate until end of turn. Or pay 2 colorless, black and a green. Sacrifice non-token creature sacrifice a non-token creature. Put X 1/1 green sapperling creature tokens into the battlefield, where X is the sacrificed creature's toughness. And Gerard Galgori Lichlord, our second shitty mythic. All right, sick. Goes right there with our other mythics. Next pack. Terrace Worm, Galgori Guildgate, Cancel, Spawn of Rix Mahdi, Frostborn Weird, Creepgate Vine, Azurius Arrestor, Izzet Guildgate, the Dagger Drome Imp. Nice. The Esperia Skywatch, and our first uncommon is the Archweaver. Reach, Trample, 5/5/4/7. Arrest and Street Sweeper and Detention Sphere. All right, there we go. That's a played rare. That one goes into blue-white control usually. You know, whenever blue-white control is played. Next pack. Bellows Lizard, Dispel, Nightcaller's Chant, Pursuit of Flight, Chemister's Trick, Transguild Promenade, Dramatic Rescue, the Galgori Longlegs, good old Longlegs, pretty much useless in everything. Galgori Keyrune as our first uncommon, get that back into focus. The Genevieve Locusts, the Rakdos Crackler, and a Desecration Demon. All right, I remember when that thing was played. Petridge Farm remembers, as Rudy would say. At the beginning of each combat, any opponent may sacrifice a creature. If that player does, tap Desecration Demon and put a 1/1 counter on it. All right. All right, all right, all right. Next pack, moving on. Desecration Demon. Not as good as that guy right there, or that thing, or that thing. Those are my good rares. I can put that one there. These are my crap rares. These are my good rares. Those go there, and these are my foils. Those can go anywhere. Next pack. Axebane Skag, Deviant Glee, Avenging Arrow, Cobble Brute, Hauser Patrol, Flash and Vigilance, Stonefair Crocodiles. Pay 2 colorless and 1 black. Stonefair Crocodile gains lifelink until end of turn. Nice. Explosive Impact. Deals 5 damage to target creature or player. The Imp, the Doorkeeper, the Guildgate. Alright. Our first uncommon is Rites of Reaping, Rogue's Passage, the Dryad Militant, followed by Miracle's Chemister. Mercurial Chemister. He's actually like a pretty good commander card. He used to be. I don't know if anybody still plays him in those decks, but he used to be played. Didn't you? Bellow Lizard, Dispel, Horncaller's Chant, Pursuit of Flight, Search Warrant, the Monitor, the Rune Wing, Stab Wound, Knightly Valor. First uncommon is Minotaur Aggressor. What? That's odd. Upside Down Azuria's Key Rune, the Ultimate Price, and a Niv Mizzet Dragon Genius with a foil forest. Alright. Also played in Commander usually, that guy. I'll go there. That can go there. That can go there. And those can go there. And that was really weird. It's been a long time. I don't think I've ever seen a card just randomly flipped upside down. It's not going the wrong way. It's so weird. Alright. Launch Party. I remember my friend Larry making a joke at Ravnica launch at the pre-release. Got Launch Party at the launch party. He's so clever. Avenging Arrow, Trestle Troll, Augur Spree, Destroy the Evidence, Stonefair Crocodile, Gorehouse, Infection, is it good, blah, 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 is it cute? Ooh, I got a foil, got another foil in here. Phantom General, creature token you control, get +1/+1. Is it Key Rune, Treasure Finder, then the Chaos Imps with a foil Frostborn Weird. Wow, that's really pretty actually. I wish I had that back when that was in Standard. What did you guys play back in the Ravnica days? Remember, I probably played Blue Light Control. I know I did. It's Supreme Verdict and Terminus and all that. Jace. Deviant Glee, Armory Guard, Hauser Patrol, Grizzly Salvage. I got a common. Reveal the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a creature or land card from among them into your hand. All pretty good. Start going through these commons a little more. Goblin Rally. Put 4 1/1 Goblin creature tokens onto the battlefield. Fall of the Gavel. Counter target spell. You gain 5 life. Pyro Vengeance, and Palisade Giant. All damage that would be dealt to you or another permanent you control is dealt to Palisade Giant. Alright, little protection action going on there. Not particularly great, but you know, that's what you get when you do a big old box opening. You get a bunch of bad rares, you know. Catacomb Slug, Survey, Augur Spree, Perilous Shadow, yada yada yada, bunch of commons. Alright, our first uncommon is the Oak Street Innkeeper. As long as it's your turn, tapped creatures you control have hexproof. Is it Charm? Great. Soulworn Spirit, and a Rest in Peace. Alright, there's a played card in Magic right now, in Modern. There we go, hitting modern cards. That's what we're after. You know, that's kind of why we're opening this. Not just because Tanner donated it, but because we want modern cards, right? Yeah, that's why. Modern cards. Modern cards are the best. We could be playing Pioneer, I suppose. This stuff goes into Pioneer. But, Pithing Needle. Pithing Needle. All right, that goes right into there. Also played cards. Oh, getting a little over halfway through this box. We hit all of our Shocklands in the first, 3 packs. Hopefully we hit some more. I could use a foil. I could use a foil Steam Vents in my life. That'll work. That will go. The Hellhole Flailer. The Hellhole Flailer. You know, that's what I used to call my ex-girlfriend. Bloodfray Giant and Rakdos, Lord of Riots. All right, you can't cast Rakdos, Lord of Riots, unless an opponent lost life this turn. Flying Trample and creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each 1 life your opponent has lost this turn. That can get crazy with this guy. That guy is a play commander card, so he'd go there. Next pack. Woo! All right. Chronic Flooding, the Traitorous Instinct, the Rootborn Defense, going through these. Who really cares about commons? You've seen them all. You know them. Unless you don't know them. Maybe you weren't around during this time. Very possible. This set's kind of old now. Galagori Decoy, Rakdos Crackler, and an Abrupt Decay. All right. Also, another played card going right there. Man, this set, why was this set so cheap at Bosco's? It was only like 150, 160 bucks, something like that. That's pretty cheap. You know, for the amount of stuff you get in here. Maybe they're all reprints, but you know. I think a foil, I'll look up a foil abrupt decay. It's probably worth a bunch nowadays. But, you know, that's not foil or nothing, but it'd be sick to pull one. Need to pull more foil rares. I've only pulled one so far. Can a guy ask for more? Come on, come on. Supreme Verdict, all right. More played rares, more played rares, more played rares in Modern. The more modern cards I get. Oh, and a Shrieking Affliction. You know, if you want to, if you like playing 8-rack. 8-rack's a deck. A deck nobody likes playing against, but a deck none the same. Rootborn Defense. Vism Skin. Galgory Longlegs. And our first uncommon is the Codex Shredder. Target player puts the top card of his or her library into his or her graveyard. Sacrifice Codex Shredder. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand. The Locust, the Guild Mage, and our rare is the Guild Feud. Yuck. The beginning of your upkeep, target opponent reveals the top 3 cards of his or her library. And you may put a creature card from among them into the battlefield, then put the rest into his or her graveyard. If you do the same with the top 3 cards of the library, if the 2 creatures are put into the battlefield this way, those creatures fight each other. Long-winded Ravnica rare. One of the bad ones. I think I've gotten more good rares out of this than bad, though. Look, that pile almost looks as big as my bad rares. So Ravnica's got a lot of value in it, that's for sure. RTR. The value block. How about bop, 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 bop. And our first uncommon is the Dark Revenant. When Dark Revenant dies, put it on top of its owner's library. Nice. Grixis Mahdi, Guildmage, Slime Molding, and the Ash Zealot. Seeing Pioneer play, I believe, right now. And a foil, whatever. Ash Zealot. She can go right there. She is a little darling. She's a little darling in the mono red deck. I remember this. I remember her. She's beautiful. Beautiful old Ash Zealot, man. Yeah. Goes right there. Hang out in the sun. Crosstown Courier. Launch Party. Go through these real quick. First uncommon, Gutter Snipe. Hover Barrier. Azurius Charm, and an Underworld Connections. Enchanted Land. Enchanted Land has tap, pay 1 life to draw a card. Not bad. Not a bad rare at all. Not a bad rare at all. Alright. Ooh. Next pack. The Urban Burgeoning. Go with my favorite thing. Bunch of bad commons. Stab Wound. Alright. Slum Reaper, Rakdos Keyrood, Nyx Guildmage, and a Precinct Captain of frickin' terrible. Doesn't get played in humans and never was, never will. Just a few more packs here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 packs left. And our first uncommon is Savage Surge, Blitzcoil Weird, Is It Stratocaster, and our rare is Tristani Selesnya Voice. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness. And then pay 3, well, 1 green, 1 white, and 1 colorless to populate and tap it. Pretty good mythic. Pretty good mythic for its day. When that card was in standard, oh yes. There were populate decks around, that was for sure. And we go through these commons real quick, and our first uncommon is good old Shrieking Affliction, Skymark Rock, Psychic Spiral, and Growing Ranks. That's our second copy of Growing Ranks. 1 copy was foil. 1 copy is not foil. See the difference? Probably about 50-cent difference there. They'll go right there. Maybe, if we're lucky. Alright. Giant Growth. And some commons. Oak Street Innkeeper. As long as it's your turn, tapped creatures you control have hexproof. What an elf. What an elf. What an Azurius Keyrune. Rakdos Ringleader, and Counterflux is our rare. Counterflux can't be countered by spells or abilities. Counter target spell you don't control, and pay 1, 2 blue, and a red to overload. Counter all abilities on the stack. So if you ever get into that situation where somebody storms, you know, Counterflux is alright. Storming, Counterflux. Swift Justice. Cancel. All these things. Going through them. Our first uncommon is the Tavern Swindler. Pay 3 life, flip a coin. If you win, you flip the flip, you gain 6 life. Man, what a gamble. What a gamble. Pay 3 life to lose, possibly gain 3 extra life. Lotlith Troll. Lot of nothing. Lotlith nothing troll. That was a terrible joke. I'm sorry. We'll move on. Move on to the next pack. We're getting close. I got Axebane Stag, bunch of crap. Our first uncommon is the Skyline Predator. Flash flying, 3/4 for 6. 4 colorless and 2 blue. Flash. All right. Thought Flare, Teleportal, and Collective Blessing. Creatures you control get +3/+3. What an enchantment. At a 6-drop, worth it. Just like L'Oreal, Wizards knows you're worth it. All right, Chorus of the Might. Going through these. Commons. First uncommon is Sphere of Safety. Creatures you control. Creatures can't attack you or planeswalkers you control unless their controller pays X for each of those creatures, where X is the number of enchantments you control. A slightly better Ghostly Prison, you know, for the price. Selesnya Keyrune, Thrill Kill Assassin, and Martial Law. At the beginning of your upkeep, detain target creature an opponent controls until your next turn. And then it just keeps going off. Boom, detain, boom, detain, boom, detain, boom, detain. Is it good? Might be in Commander, but nobody plays white, so who knows. Cancel. You're canceled, just like the culture. Slitherhead. That has been played in standard cards, standard decks all over the world at some point. Tablet of the Guilds. Ooh, I got a foil. The Guild Mage. Oh, and a Steam Vents. We are hitting Shocklands like crazy today, folks. That's 3. We had Azurius Guildgate. We had good old Overgrown Tomb. And now we have Steam Vents. Wow, and our foil is a trained... Oh, nothing special. Trained kitty. It's a trained kitty with lifelink. You can go down here. But that's Steam Vents, though. That's Steam Vents, though. All right. 3 for 3 on our shock lists. Maybe we can get a 4th one. Maybe foil. Foil shock, I'll be happy with. I think we already hit our foil rare, and it was a bad one. But, you know, we can hope for 2. We can hope for 1 good foil rare. And our next mythic is the Hellkite. The Uchrara Hellkite. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, put a 6/6 red dragon creature token with flying onto the battlefield. What a man, what a man, what a man. He's a big boy. That's a big boy mythic. You can play that. You can dodge the Hellkite. You can dodge a ball. Or whatever. Swift Justice. I'm going to swiftly justice this box out the... Alright, we're doing great here, actually. This is actually a pretty good box. Dredge Mangler, Gobbling Ooze, Soulsworn Spirit, and a Luxodon Smiter. Man, if this box was still in Standard, this would just be a killer. I mean, even not in Standard, this box is really good. This card used to be a Standard powerhouse. I can go right there. Alright, 3 packs left. 3 packs. Ass-kicking Ravnica, Return of. We're going to return to Ravnica again? One more time. You guys think we should go to Ravnica a 4th time? Come on. What could be the harm? We need Shocklands and Pioneer some more. Even though it just printed a couple years ago. Alright. Cancel Culture. The Goblin Electromancer, about the 50th one I've pulled in this box. It's pretty good. It's a good common. Good common. And a frickin' Sphinx of the Chimes. Discard 2 non-land cards from your hand with the same name to draw 4 cards. Yuck. Who's ever... Ugh. You got two of the same card. I guess they must be pretty useless. You want to discard to draw 4. Ooh. Maybe they're legendary cards. All right, Inspiration. There's something back there. Planes. First uncommon is Fall of the Gavel. Pyro Convergence. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, Pyro Convergence deals 2 damage to target creature or player. All right. Treasure Find and Slaughter Games. Slaughter Games can't be countered by spells or abilities. Name a non-land card, search target opponent's graveyard, hand, and library for any number target cards with that name and exile them. Then shuffle that player's his or her library. Oh. Slaughter Games. Slaughter Games, Slaughter Games. Once again, also, that was actually a pretty good card back in Standard, so I guess I can't complain. Last pack. Come on, Mizzet. Come on, Niv. Nivy, you gonna give me something good? You gonna give me something good? You gonna give me something good, Nivy? Alright. And the Centaur Healer. Axebane Guardian. Downsize. Concordia Pegasus. Cremate. Battlehorn, our first uncommon, is the Phantom General. Creature tokens, you get +1/+1. Heroes Reunion, the Fencing Ace, and our rare is Niv Magus Elemental. You exile an instant or sorcery spell you control. Put 2/1/1 counters on Niv Magus Elemental. I mean, I guess he has been played in decks, but hasn't been played in a while. Oh man. What a goofy card. He was pretty good though. You know, somebody tries to counter your spell, you're just like, sacrifice that spell and give him 2/1/1 counters instead. That was all it was really meant for, but you know, it got broken. But not really an amazing card or anything, but can be fun. Can be fun. All right, well, what'd you guys think of that Ravnica box? Look at this. We got cards falling everywhere. We got 1, 2, 3 Shocklands. Pretty good. We got a Jace, and we got a Pithy Needle, we got a Detention Sphere, we got a Supreme Verdict, we got all the goodies. So, you know, thanks for watching.
Opening magic packs all day and all night. Opening magic packs all day and all night. Opening magic packs.